hold on. This is also known as... Hey guys, Omar here, and today I'm going to do an unboxing of the Flashpoint, what's it called? Zoom Mini Flash. This also goes by the name Godox 350 TT, I think. Flashpoint is distributed by Adorama, which is in New York, which is very close to me. So if I ever had a problem, I can go back and return it. So I like that, which is why I went with the Flashpoint instead of the Godox. But everyone says they're the same. Now, first of all, why did I get this flash? Well, number one is, you know that the Fuji X-T20 has the little pop-up flash, which is amazingly huge.
Move your head. Look at the size of that boy's head.
So I thought it'd be great if in my camera bag I had a tiny flash, mostly for family parties or dark locations, nothing like super professional, just to have a little flash just in case. But the real reason is I control this guy. This is also a Flashpoint, this huge studio guy. This is the Flashpoint Xplor 600. Fantastic studio flash. It does TTL, high-speed sync, but I control that guy with my Canon gear using this R2TC because it's for Canon. Now, Godox and Flashpoint make a Fuji version of this, so I had to decide, was I gonna get a trigger for my X-T20? And as it turns out, this little flash can actually control this humongous Godox. It can actually act as a commander for this, so I can have no light come out of this and just have it control that. If I feel that this guy's maybe cumbersome or doesn't work so great, I'll let you guys know. And I may even pick up the little RT if this is kind of like a pain to have on top, okay? But I think it's gonna be nice and small. So let's look at it and we'll put it on together. Joining us today is of course Cap and this awesome overhead rig, which is gonna be really tough for you to redo, so don't even try. Okay, the Flashpoint Zoom Mini here. Let's see what we got in here. Awesome, awesome. It comes in a nice carrying case. Oh, it's got a little Stofany diffuser, which is cool. And there's the flash. Oh, it's so cute. So little. Next to a 580EX. It comes with a little diffusion thingy. Little card there. Nice. And it swivels. Let's see. Swivels to the... Doesn't swivel to the left. Oh, nice. It swivels right and back. That's actually great, believe it or not. Right and back is something I actually prefer, so I'll explain that in a second. And it goes all the way back but stops, and this way it kind of stops here. So it doesn't go back and left. Beautiful, very small. Let's put it on the camera and see what it looks like, just so we can kind of see. Oh, that's pretty nice. I like that. Oh, it's so cute. He's so small. Oh, I'm so happy that this goes backwards. That's a huge bonus right there. Number one is you can bounce light right behind you up and down. But what's great, what I'm explaining is if you turn for a vertical shot, you know, no one kind of turns this way for vertical. So if you want to take a vertical shot, now this is still pointing to the ceiling, which is great. So you can actually get bounce flash behind you, boom, and the light still without having to rotate this top thing. So the fact that this bends backwards and to the right behind you, that's huge for me. So that's a mega bonus. Now, it doesn't go back left. So if you actually need that, then sorry. But it does go behind you like that, which is great. So bonus for that swivel back and right. Whoever thought of that over there at Flashpoint, man. You guys know the first picture we need to take. Now the first thing is, remember when you're working with flash, we can't see anything. I have it on the sync speed. Let's see if I put the shutter speed to auto, it'll take an ambient reading. But we don't want that because we're using flash. So I'm gonna set it to the sync speed, which is 180. And now my aperture at 3.2. And on the screen, you can kind of see her, she's there. But what you wanna do is we kind of wanna have the screen set up so we have night vision. So you wanna go to preview exposure and you say, hell no, turn that off. And now this is not the exposure the camera is gonna give you. This is just for you to, you know, have night vision. So I'm gonna focus on her face. I have it set to TTL and I have it set to bounce back and hit some kind of wall over there. Let's see what we get. One back button focus, bam. Zoomy zoom. She's totally in focus. She's got great light on her. All right, so it's on TTL right now by default, and you can actually turn up your wheel. If you hit the set button and turn your wheel, you could do exposure, flash exposure compensation. So that just means you want to turn up your dial to make the flash stronger, or if your flash is going insane for some reason and it's too bright, you can actually turn your power down. You just hit the mode button and it goes to manual. So again, like a dimmer switch, like we talk all the time, you can lower your power or just have full power there. The third mode is something I've never used, which is multi, which means the flash flashes a bunch of times. And I'm sure you can set it how many times it flashes and all that stuff. I just never use that. One of these days I'll try to play with that. And then it goes back to TTL. Now, if you want this to be a commander, what you basically need to do is you have to hold down the sync button, and that gives you a little radio signal. And what you do is you turn this and just make sure it's on M. On M, it's a master. This means this flash will not fire, which is great. I don't want this flash to fire. I just want it to talk to everyone else. And then you can change the channel. So all you have to do to change the channel is make sure that the little wireless is not blinking. Hold down your slave button, and then you can change to whatever your other lights are. By the way, I never like to have my channel on 1 because as these things become more popular and everyone is having Godox and all this stuff, this Flashpoint stuff, chances are if they didn't change their channel, they're probably on channel 1. So one good suggestion is always pick an arbitrary favorite number that is not 1. Other things you can do is you can change your zoom here. So if you want the flash to zoom, high-speed sync, so you can just hit the sync button to turn that on or turn that off. Again, your groups, you can change A, B, C to see what you're firing. And there you go. That's kind of like the basics. I'll do a little bit more in depth when we start using it. I mean, I just got it now, but that's just a little quick introduction. All right, so I've got the Canon, this R2T Canon on the Canon, and I actually have this right here set. If you notice, the Flashpoint has the letter C there for Canon. You can see that. And now this guy can control on the flash menu on the back of the camera. You see the power says 128th, 128th. So I can actually go up, and if you notice, it changes and it does flash there. So this group C is talking to that. I actually don't need to use it up here. You can actually use it in the back of the camera, which is great. So it's working fine. Now let's see if I grab the Fuji, and the Fuji is set to master, channel 3, which is what this guy is set to. And I'm gonna put it under the sync speed for now, 1/25th. The camera is on and it's firing it. Now, if you notice, it just changed to F. So it automatically will recognize the Fuji, which is great. And let's try to change its power on group C. If I hit the middle button, and you can actually see it going up there, which is cool. So 16th, come on, fire. I'll try high speed sync. So I'm gonna go up to one of the higher shutter speeds. Oh no, my battery's dying quick. Take a shot. Okay, we're back, new battery. So let's try, what are we on here? We're on 2000th high speed sync, and it's firing fine. So now, just so you know, I had to update the firmware on, not this one, because this controls the Fuji. So this one I bought out of the box, doesn't need an upgrade. This needs to be upgraded because it only worked for Canon. But Flashpoint announced I could use an Nikon with this, I could use a Canon, I could use an Olympus, a Sony. So you can actually use different brands for the same light, which is fantastic. What company does that? So super great. So now it says F. Let me grab the Canon and see if it can fire. It is firing and it changed to C. So that means if you have someone working with a Canon and someone working with a Fuji, you can have one light set up that is sharing on the same channel, which is great. As long as you have the trigger that goes for the brand. So if I wanted this for my Fuji, I'd have to buy the one that says F on it, is the only thing. I can't use the C one. It doesn't work. So actually, let's check. Let's see if it does work. On your mark, get set, go. No. All right, there you have it, guys. How cute is this little thing? I think it's gonna be great. It's not that big that it would bother if I'm using it as a commander, but I'm actually really excited because I use my Canon for portraits that I've set up the Xplor 600 with a huge umbrella. And what I could do is I could have maybe my Fuji, oh no, I'm bringing it to work, that's not good. If I wanted to, I could have the Fuji on my hip or nearby, with this commander on there, and I can actually fire a couple of Fuji shots, maybe set it to acros or have something cool as like a different look, while this is set up also to command. I'll try to do more videos using it, actual portrait sessions with it, so you can see how it works, how high-speed sync works, all that stuff, and hope to see you guys in the next one.